of Sport done by Mr. P.P. Veerakodi. Mr. P.P. Veerakodi is a dedicated lecturer in the Department of Sport Science and Physical Education at the Faculty of Applied Science, Sabaragamu University of Sri Lanka. He held a MSc in Sport Management from Kazakhstan University, Thailand, and BSc Special in Sport Science and Management from Sabaragamu University of Sri Lanka, and a diploma in exercises and sport science from PDN Sri Lanka. His research focused on sport management, outdoor recreation, and human energy conservation. In addition to his academic contribution, he serves as the Vice President of the Table Tennis Association of the Sri Lanka and held various certifications including the ITTF Administration Certificate, ITTF PTT Level 1 Coaching, and Wilderness First Aid. He is also a member of the NIFISA Sport Academy in Kagoshima, Japan, and a national table tennis umpire. Notably, he managed the Sri Lankan men's and women's team at the 2018 World Team Table Tennis Champion and serves as a reviewer for the Polish Journal of Sport and Tourism. With his extensive expertise and dedicated to the field, we are honored to have Mr. P.P. Veerakodi with us today. Please join me in welcoming him to lead the next session. Mr. P.P. Veerakodi, over to you, sir.
Right, good morning all. Am I audible enough? Hello. Am I audible enough? Good morning all.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. Thank you for your nice introductions, and at the same time, I would like to thank the Faculty of Technology to invite me to address the freshers students who's going to enroll to the Faculty of Technology in Sabaragamu University of Sri Lanka. Right. Okay. And once we concerns about the sports in Sabaragamu and the things that what you have to do in SUSL, right? There are many during your 4-year period, or the way that you are going to learn and the things that you are going to do. I'll brief what kind of the things that you can do. It's not only about the sports, same times the other things that related to the sports. Okay, hold on. Can you see my shared screen? Hello. Can you see my shared screen? Okay, good. Right. So I'm going to discuss about things about the things, especially for the sports and the recreational activities that you can do. It's not only about the sports, and it's about kind of the recreational activities. So because with the
Recording in
location,
progress.
with the locations of the Sabaragamo, which is located in the Belihullo premises, and you can do more in here, right? So before go to the session, sports and the recreational activities at SUSL, I would like to know from you. So what are the local and international sports events that you heard or that you participate? Yes, you can speak, or otherwise you can make some kind of the chat within the chat box. Yes, what are the events that you know, the sports, local events or the international event? Yes, anyone? So let's make some discussion. Okay, cricket. I mean, from the tournament name or the competition name. Okay, good. So, what is the biggest sport festival that recently held in Paris? Anyone know? It was in the media. Sri Lanka also participate as a team. Anyone? Yes, Olympic. Very good. Likewise, yes, Olympic. Yes, we're having some other tournaments as well, like Olympics. We know Olympics. We can see some World Championships, cricket tournaments, World Cups. Similar like in Sri Lanka, we're having some national events, national sports events. Likewise, there are many. Right. Yes, Asia Cup. There are therefore many internationals and the national or the local events are going on with related to the sports, and most of the time we are going to engage with that as a spectator or as a the participant or as a stakeholder. Right. My next question: are there any sportsmen who did sports in your school time or any places? Because in your faculty, yes, there are many players who now represent in the university and who represented the certain level of the sports in their school times. Are there any athletes who did sports during your school time? So that should be in here around nearly 140 participants from you. Are there anyone who did sports earlier? Right. Seems like no one. Anyway, but you can do more things in here as well as you said, right? Okay. If you move forward, once we concerns about the sports and the recreation, we can divide it into the three parts like sport, sports, and the recreation. Right? There are three terminologies: sports, and the recreational. You might have now doubt what is the difference between the sports and the sports, right? In here, you can you can do these all the three parts. Usually, I'll brief what is the three meaning of these three terminology. In briefly, sport mean we are going to learn about something like related subject, which is which related subjects to the sports, like sports biomechanics, sports technology, sports nutrition, right? Uh, and sport is a kind of a wide range of the field which is going to overlap with the other subjects, right? Sports management, likewise, learning about those things, the technically we call as sport, right? So by adding the S to the end of the T, sports, we usually call in the academic scenario, it's about learning about the sports that play regularly, like cricket, netball, football, likewise, right? Then another important terminology that you can do here as well, recreation events. What is mean by recreation? Anyone? මොකක්ද මේ recreation කියන්නේ? Yes. Any idea? Let's have some discussion, or so otherwise it's going to be boring. Yes, anyone? What is mean by recreation? Okay, very good. Enjoyment. What else? Yes, from the term of the recreation, yes, enjoyment is there. So what are the other things? There might be several purposes, and we are going to do it in our leisure time, right? And from engaging with that, we are going to develop kind of the skills or the kind of the things that we need to day-to-day life. Right. Okay, good. We have some answers like, yes, the things you mentioned is correct. It's about the recreation and doing the things in the leisurely and to relax your mind, relax our minds, uh, and many more, right? Okay, so you in SUSL you can do these all the things in once you add the ballyhoo laying physically. So if you move forward, if you take the university sports academia, yes, we can see this is for your uh, kind of the knowledge. No need these kind of the things for you since you are in the technology faculty. But for your knowledge, yes, in the university sports academia, it's not about the sports that we are going to play. They offer in 4 universities, offering around 6 degrees, which is related to the sports from the state university like Sabaragamo. We are very proud. We are the very first university who introduced the sport as academia in Sri Lanka, and then University of Sri Jayawardenepura, University of Kelaniya, University of Jaffna. So these are the 4 universities that offering uh, the the sports sciences and the sports management, physical education degrees. Right. Then the next most important thing is in every university, even the Sabaragamuwa, we have in a department called physical education department. It is not related to the academic department, which I mentioned earlier. Right? So in that academic department, there is a student intake like you, and they come to the particular department, and they are engaging with the academic works and sports and as well as research. So it's similar like you. But once we concerns about this department, it is called physical education department in every university. This unit is there. Even Sabaragama we have in a physical education department, and they are the responsible for all the sports in the particular university, right? For an example, in Sabaragamuwa, yes, we have in physical education department. They are the people who regulate, who control, and who going to facilitate the sports in Sabaragamuwa. So once you are here, yes, you can directly go to there, and you can do whatever the sports that you like, and they have some coaches, they have some instructors, right? Even you can engage with your seniors, right? So to do the sports in Sabaragamu, right? There are many sports that you can enroll once you are here, once you are doing your academia. There are many things that you can do in the sport perspective. Right. Then once concerns about the university sports, yes, it is kind of the privilege to engage with the university team, and it is happy to say from the technology faculty for this inter-university games, there are more than 50 students is going to represent the Sabaragamuwa University in the upcoming inter-university games. Right. It is a good sign that the people who are from the technology, who did the technology for your A levels and doing sports regularly, even in the university period. Right. So once one concerns about the university sports, for the regulate the university sports, there is a organization called SLUSA. Right. SLUSA means Sri Lanka. Can anyone say what are the other three letters? Mean by other three letters? What is mean by other three letters? Okay, SL mean Sri Lanka. U mean? Can anyone guess? Yes, Sri Lanka University Sports, not the academia. It's called Sri Lanka University Sport Association. So this is the main governing body of the university sports in Sri Lanka, right? Time to time, their office bearers is going to be changed, and there are only one organization like this in Sri Lanka. So all the universities, they are affiliated to the SLUSA. We usually call is kind of the acronym like SLUSA, Sri Lanka University Sport Association. Right. So all the sports is going to regulate in the universities by the SLUSA. Right. Then once concerns about the international applications of the SLUSA, because SLUSA is going to represent the Sri Lanka, and by representing the Sri Lanka, SLUSA is going to affiliate another international or the regional uh, association like South Asian University Sports Federation, right? This all are created for the university sports. Right? South Asian University Sports Federation, we call it, then the Asian University Sport Federation, then the International University Sports Federation, right? So these are the federation which is kind of the hierarchy, right? South Asian, then the Asian, then the international. So those are having a membership on each federation which I mentioned here. Right. So from that, SLUSA is going to send our students who are qualified for the particular sports to the international events. Like if there is a South Asian sport competition, the SLUSA is going to send they are going to select the Sri Lanka University team, and so you also chance to select to the particular team, and then they send to the South Asian University games, right? Then the Asian University games, right? And the international university games. Likewise, they're going to produce the athletes from Sri Lanka, and they are going to grab the students, talented students from the inter-university games, right? And once we concerns about the university games, yes, we having called slug. It is also kind of the acronym that we are using for kind of the special uh, competition, which is belongs to the only university students in Sri Lanka, especially for the state university students. Can anyone tell how about these four letters mentioned? From these four letters, what is going to be mentioned? From S, L, U, and G. Yes, anyone? SL means Sri Lanka. You mean? Yes, very good. Sri Lanka University Games, right? By seeing these three logos, uh, can you tell about the sequence of the competition? It happened in which years? Right? By seeing these logos, right? In 2016, it's actually the slug, usually called Sri Lanka University Games. We call as the mini Olympic of the university students, right? City. Which university is or hosted the slug in 2016? Right, Wayamba. Yes, very good. Then the 19 one. Yes, very good. Ruhuna. Then can anyone guess the next one? The third one? Yes, very good. It was in the Eastern. Then the next one is going to be held in 2025 in Rajarata. Right? So all the events going to be held in the Rajarata in 2025. So the difference between the slug and the inter-university games, so every year you can participate for the inter-university games by representing the particular sports and representing the Sabaragamu University. The difference between the slug and the inter-university games is games are you can see in the each slug they mention kind of the university, right? In 2016 in Wayamba, 2019 in Ruhuna, right? In the next one in the Eastern, likewise. But the inter-university in here, the slug mean all the sport events going to be hosted by one university. Right? It's kind of they're going to create a sports village, and all the athletes all over the from all over the universities they come to the particular university and they are going to lodge in and do the sports on the particular place. But once concerns about the inter-university games, yes, it's happened everywhere, right? For an example, this year the Sabaragamu University is going to host the baseball event in 2024, right? Likewise, the each university is going to host one or more sports related to the inter-university games. But the slot mean it's happened every 3 years, and after the 3 years, and one university is going to be hosted. And 2025, it will be on Rajarata. Right? So you have a good chance to join with them and as to represent the Sabaragamu University. Right then, so these are the Sri Lankan University sports, and it is happy to say in Sabaragamu also these all the sports is going to conduct, right? For an example, badminton, baseball, basketball, carom, chess, cricket, LA football, hockey, karate, netball, road race, rowing, rugby football, swimming, table tennis, taekwondo, tennis, track and field, volleyball, weightlifting, wrestling, and very recently, the kabaddi also added to the Sri Lanka University sports. Right. So these are the sports or these are the games which is going to happen in the Sri Lankan University sports arena. Right. So whatever the sports that you can engage with them. Right. So doing the sports in the university is not only it's not about the participate in the particular team or to be a team member. No, it is not. So you can be a part of the team, right? So you can do in your leisure time, you can go and engage with them, you can practice with them, right? no matter whether you are do or not, right? In do or not in your school time, you can learn. There are coaches, there are trainers, even the physical trainers, instructors. Yes, you can join with them and do your the particular sports while you are doing the academia. Right. So, is anyone here who did these kind of the sports in your school time or any other places? Okay, doesn't matter. Yes. Okay, netball. Yes, we're having a good netball team here. You can join with them. Yes, the last time the university netball team was the winner in Indian University game in 2023. Right, so we have a good netball team. You can join with them once you are here. And yes, cricket. We are having a good cricket team. Even we are very famous among these all the sports. Yes, we are very famous for track and field. We are the champions for a long period of time, and we didn't break that title yet. Yes, yes, you can do many, and we having the somehow we having some facilities, so you can engage with that kind of the activities and the sports. Right? Even you are not did anything in your sports, so in your school time, yes, you can engage. You can start the sports in Sri Lanka, in Sabaragama University, right? So it is a good opportunity to you to start or continue the sports here, right? Then another important thing in SUSL, yes, it's about the once we concerns about the sports, yes, the first thing is the pressures meet. Can anyone say what is mean by pressures meet? Pressures meet actually can මොකක්ද? So it's happened every year in most of the universities. Can anyone say what is mean by the pressures meet? Yes, it is for you, right? It is for you. It means once you are physically here, the university, the department which I mentioned earlier, the physical education department is going to conduct a freshers meet who are coming as the freshers to the Sabaragama University, most probably the first years. They're going to make that competitions as a games, right? So as a faculty, you have to produce the athletes to the particular team. So you are going to compete with the other faculties as a freshers. So from other faculties also, they are going to produce the athletes. So for an example, one of the students say she played netball, right? So yes, from your side, you have to create a netball team from faculty of technology, right? Then the faculty of applied sciences is going to create. Then the management, likewise, there are around 9 faculties. Though that 9 faculties going, except the graduate faculty, the other 8 faculties is going to participate that. So likewise, the most of the sports they are going to conduct that freshers meet. So you can participate. You can be a part of the your faculty, right? As the freshers, right? After finishing the freshers meet, there is another uh, competition called interfaculty games, right? Interfaculty games mean what is the difference between the freshers meet and the interfaculty games? So even the freshers meet, you also competing with the other faculties. In the interfaculty also, you are going to compete with the other faculty. So what is the difference between these two, freshers meet and the interfaculty games? Yes, anyone? Yes, for the okay, we have answer. Faculty to faculty. Yes, yes. In the pressures meet also, you are going to compete each others with the faculty. So what is the difference? Yes, definitely you are going to compete with the other faculties. And the difference? For that interfaculty games, your seniors also going to be a part. Right? In the pressures meet, yes, you only. As a batch, you have to compete. Right? Then after that, the interfaculty games, all the faculty members, all the faculty students is going to be participate. I mean, your seniors and you also going to merge as a team, right? So then you are going to represent the faculty again, right? So after the interfaculty games, there's another games that is why I already used this name earlier, the inter-university games or the inter-university competition, right? So in that case, you are representing as not the faculty, you are representing as a Sabaragamo University, right? For the inter-university games on for 2000. Are there any members or not? But next week onwards, the 2024 inter-university games is going to be started. Wants to take part on that, but from starting from the rugby and the rowing, the inter-university games is going to be started in 2024, and the Sabaragama University is going to host at the baseball in here in the Bellihulloy premises. Right. So these are the sequence that you can participate in the competition level in Sabaragama, right? At the very beginning, freshers meet, interfaculty games, right? This the first two is going to organize by the physical education department, right? And this one is going to organize by the Sri Lanka University Sport Association, and they give the chance to each universities to host this. Right. So this is the sequence of the freshers meet that is going to conduct freshers meet, then the interfaculty and the inter-university games. Right. So this is kind of the one of the proud moment as a Sabaragama University students, and you also can be proud in inter-university championship. So in 2022, we were in the third place overall, right? As Sabaragama University, this is the very first time we were in the first three, right? So we beat Moratuwa, we beat Kalaniya, right? I mean from the overall, right? So University of Sridavardanapura, they became first, then the University of Colombo, then the Sabaragama University of Sri Lanka. It's a very proud moment, and so in the previous years we were around like fifth position, 6, 7 likewise. But in 2022 we were in the third place in the inter-university games, right? So again in 2023 we were in fourth place. Now again we are going to participate for the 2024 inter-university games. Right. Then, so once you are participating in the inter-university games or the slug, the SLUSA, I mean the Sri Lanka University Sport Association is going to select the Sri Lanka University sport team for the particular sport. For an example, I take the previous example like netball. They're going to select the Sri Lanka netball team by selecting the talented players from the each universities. For an example, from Sabaragamu, are there any, they search in, are there any talented athletes? So once is there anyone, they're going to pick them, right? Then they're going to combine all the universities and create the Sri Lanka University netball team. Likewise, they're going to prepare. The same time, we're having that kind of the combinations like Sri Lanka University hockey team, right? They're also going to play by representing the Sri Lanka University team. They're going to represent in the national meets as well, right? Likewise, once they select the particular team, they're going to send to the World University Games, right? It's one of the largest sports event in the world, right? So, can you anyone guess what is the largest sport event in the world? If I ask a question like that, what is the largest sport event in the world? Can anyone guess? What do you think? What is the largest sport event in the world? Yes, very good. This is not the football World Cup. Football means just a one sport, but university. If you take the World Games, there are many sports. Yes, definitely that is the Olympic. Olympic is the largest sport event. It means in a games we can see lots of sport, not the particular sport. We can see many, like around 30 to 20, 30, 20 to 30 sports events we can see. Right. Then we consider actually it's not the FIFA. It is the Olympic, which is going to be organized by the IOC. The second one is the Commonwealth Games, world largest sport event. Right? The Football World Cup and the FIFA with the engagement, we can say it is kind of the popular sports among uh, the spectators. But once we concerns about the largeness, yes, Olympic is the largest one, and the Commonwealth is the next about the number of participation, right? Then the third largest uh, sport event in the world is the World University Games, right? It is one of the big privilege to participate on that as an athlete, right? So therefore, there are many athletes. One of the dream of the athletes, university athlete, to participate on that event. Right? It is very difficult, but to select the particular team by representing, and the Sri Lanka also need to qualify for the particular sport event when compared with the other countries. Right. So these are some sequence of the hosting cities of the last World University Games. In 29 was in Taipei, in Chinese Taipei, and the 30th one in 2019 was happening uh, Napoli. Napoli means which? Napoli belongs to which country? Yes, Napoli belongs to. Yes, Italy. Very good. Then the next one was happening in Chengdu, in where? Anyone? Which country? This city belongs to which country? Right, it's in China, right? So this is the host cities of the last World University Games, and it is very proud to say from the Sabaragamu University there are lots of students who participate by representing the Sri Lanka University teams, right? When concerns about the team, so these are kind of the athletes who represented the last World University Games, right? From Sabaragamuwa, 5 athletes were participate from the Faculty of Applied Sciences, and they represent athletic, table tennis, again athletic, and air pistol, rifle shooting, and athletic. So they are the people who represent the World University game by Sabaragamu University. So it is kind of a big privilege to participate on that as a athletes. So in the last time also in the Napoli one, there are many students participate around, on that time it's around more than 10, right? So in this year it's reduced to around 5, but anyhow we hope to participate more in the next one as well, right? So apart from that, in the Sabaragamu University of Sri Lanka, right? So this is the logo. So from this logo you can see, even from the logo you can see there are mountains and the rivers, right? So it is kind of the package to you to learn in this kind of the environment is kind of the blessing, right? Then can anyone guess, there are some 3 iconic places in Sabaragamu. I hope there are some students might be in Pradnapura or nearby. Can anyone guess what is picture number 1, 2, and 3 here? Right. So very iconic places in Sabaragamu. Right. Number 1, Samanulava, very good. How about the number 2? Okay, Adrakanda, yes. Number 3. It's not the Bambarakanda, it is Belihulloya, right? So one of the 3 iconic. And for the number 2, usually university students that call Adrakanda, but technically we call as a Parayangala Kanda, right? Usually the university students, once they are here, they're going to summit that. They're going to hike that, and they're going to summit, right? Right? So it is kind of the tradition in Sabaragamu University. So you can go, you may know in Peradeniya, they're going to Hantana. In Sabaragamu, yes, we have in the Parayangala, it's called usually in the university, in our subculture, we call it as Adrakand. We're going to hike that as students. Then the Belihulu, right? So these are the iconic places, and there are many places that you can enjoy, or you can do your recreational things, uh, which is related to the sports here, right? And then the most important thing is, while you are doing those things, your safety, right? Because there are many places, many waterfalls, many rivers, many things you can visit and you can summit, right? So the important thing is how you are going to save your life, right? How you are going to protect yourself, because we having some bad histories, like someone fall from some waterfalls, and some students were die on around 5 or 6 years ago. Likewise, uh, the first thing is you have to concern about your safety before doing anything in as a recreational event in here, right? Apart from that, can anyone heard this? I'm sorry if there are any students who cannot read the Sinhala. I'm very sorry. So I couldn't find, because it's a Sinhala song, right? Did anyone heard this one? So it also mentioned kind of the recreational activities that you can do, right? Uh, Even we know for the Peradeniya, they having several songs based on the Peradeniya, and as Sabaragamu, yes, with the beautiness of this university, there are also many songs, right? So this is one of the famous song, and sung by Karnaranna Devgane and written by uh, one of the, I couldn't remember the name right now. Okay, anyhow, it's sung by the Karnaranna Devgane. Right, so you can see Samanala is there, Belulloya, Adrakanda, right? The most of the things in even in this song, right? One of the famous song right now. So it's actually created around 2002, and still it is very popular among the university students and even the public. Right, then you can do more activities which is related to the sports, like you can see some are doing, even the girls and the boys, there are restrictions to participate in the sports. Yes, you can do any activities, more activities. When compared with the others, you have a good opportunity to do that, because the other universities who are located in the Colombo or other areas, they cannot do these kind of the things. This is the only university that you can engage that kind of the activities in your university life, right? So these are some captures which are done, which were done in the earlier with the students. These all are students. So you can see the summit of this the Parayangalo Adrakanda. So once they batch went, they summit, and you can see some girls are going to apps rappel. This call usually rappelling, right? Then water activities, jetty jumping, kind of the water rescue, right? Then night camping, river crossing, right? Then the wilderness first aid things, like many things that you can do here. Then we having some recreational event. This is the very first center in the university history, and first and the only center which is providing the outdoor recreational things, right? Outdoor recreational center we have in that belongs to the Sabaragamu University, and from that you can make more activities with the instructors and with the equipments, right? So a few activities were done, some captures of that. And there are many objectives like to promote and develop the concept of the outdoor recreation and many things, right? So being as a university undergraduate in the Sabaragama University, you have more choices. You can do many things, right? You can do sports, you can do recreational activities, and many. Right, from that center is soft skill development, hiking, athletic activities, trekking, camping, water polo abseiling, raffling, fitness and wellness. Like all the things you can do once you are here. At the same time, for the recreation, yes, we have been doing some art festival called Pirimini Diavara, one of the unique art festival among the universities in Sri Lanka. And for each faculties, even you also in the technology faculty, you have your own unique art festivals, right? And the supportive staff also there, so you can engage with that kind of as well. And the same time, yes, as a universities, yes, you are going to do some academic work plus recreational event, like you having some subject associations, you can join with them and do many things. For an example, Sabra Challenge, astronomy camps, like those things are going to do as your recreational events. Plus, it is going to more tend to the academic works. Yes, there are some few examples for subject associations. And the most important thing is once you are in the academia, which is related to the sports, you can do some kind of the research which related to the sports, right? Because as a technology faculty undergraduate, because sports need technology, right? So therefore, sport need engineering technology, sport need biosystem technology, right? So we can do collaborative research, and by engaging with the people who are in the sports, and we can do some multidisciplinary research, and we can do some innovations, right? As undergraduates, yes, you can innovate. And there are many things that we done earlier with your undergraduates, right? With the technology faculty undergraduate. For an example, these are some collaborations, and yes, some kind of the research papers that we did. For an example, improving the batting skills of the cricketers for fast pitch conditions through an innovative ball projecting platform. Right. This is kind of the research, collaborative research, multidisciplinary research we done by technology faculty and the applied sciences, and this means the sports science department. Right. So that kind of things you can do in here. Like if we take another one as example, right, generating electricity using producing mechanical energy in the gymnasiums, right? These are some examples for you can do with related to the sports academia as a technology undergraduate, right? And the very recent one, accessibility of motion captures as a tool for sports performances, enhancement for beginners and intermediate cricket players. Right. See, these all are done by your lecturers and your seniors and the lecturers from applied sciences and many other faculties and their students. So it's kind of the multidisciplinary, innovative and the collaborative works. So therefore, once you are engaging with the sports, yes, there are many avenues that you can address. You can do engaging with the sports, you can engage with the recreational event, you can engage with the academia. Likewise, there are many doors that you can utilize. Right. At the same time, there are many benefits of the sports and the recreation in here. Just by engaging with that, you can have some physical benefit, mental benefits. Even you can uh, identify, or you can be a friends with the other faculty students, other faculty staff members, even in your seniors. Yes, there are many benefits, social benefits, mental benefits, and the physical benefits. Right. So therefore, I hope you will join with the sports, the venues that I mentioned, or directly engage in the sports, or just doing as a physical activity, or doing some recreational event, or doing some research, right? So there are many. So you can engage with any other way, any of that I mentioned. So therefore, I invite you to join like that. Okay, then with the time being, I'm going to finish it up. Thank you very much. So I hope you will be physically very soon in Sabaragamua. So hope to see you on there. Thank you very much for inviting me. And if you have any question, you can ask. Any questions? Same.
So much, sir, for your valuable time and for sharing those important information with our student. Thank you so much once again, sir. This kind of reminder is for the students. You will have another session today from 11 to 11:30. We hope to see you all there.